Here we are from not outside Dean Court, in fact a long way outside Dean Court. We're at the QP today for fan cams. Chatting to Matty straight away. Have good times ever been this good, Matty?
Well, they haven't, have they? So it's quite apt to this is playing, obviously. It didn't feel like that today, if I'm being honest.
No.
Bit of a damn squib, wasn't it, really? Typical end of season game. I thought Brentford did a job on us, if I'm honest. They were well drilled, well organised, and they carry a threat. I thought 1-1 was probably a fair result, if I'm being truthfully honest. But the 2 goals we conceded were poor, really poor, and I just didn't feel like we ever got going. I never felt like we got going. There didn't seem to be any fluidity. Credit to Brentford for that, because they stopped us, they stifled us, but it's disappointing. But looking at the bigger picture, I mean, we'd have taken this in October, wouldn't we? 100%, we'd have taken this. We go to Chelsea next week, and we got a chance to finish in the top half of the table. I always said it, even come sort of November and December, when we did eventually kick into gear, if we can finish top of the bottom half, that's a massive success this season, and we've still got the opportunity to do that. So, as disappointing as it is, you have to look at the bigger picture, Teach, don't you?
Yeah.
I just felt today was just typical end of season fare. There was some good performances, but I just didn't feel we got going. That was the crux of the matter, really.
And to get going, I mean, there are going to be some players that we probably don't hold on to past this summer. So, who do you think might be leaving?
Well, I think the 3 lads are out on loan. Kiefer Moore, Joe Rothwell, David Brooks. I don't see a future for them at the club, if I'm honest. I think Philip Billing is another one that could well be on his way. Lloyd Kelly, obviously, is off. I think we know that for a fact. The big question is, does Dom go or stay? And I think, if we can keep hold of Dom, that would probably be, the biggest achievement in recent years for us, if we can keep hold of him, because he will have suitors. It depends what Dom wants, I think. Does he want to go to a West Ham and maybe not be the main man? He certainly wouldn't be in a top 6 club, would he? Or does he want to stay with us and keep progressing, maybe onto European football and be the top man amongst us? That's the big question. Yeah. It also depends on what clubs are offering, what the money's like. And then on the back of that, we've obviously got to replace players. Where do you find a Dom Solanke replacement? They're not easy to find.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
They're not cheap. And when you're talking in the realms of sort of 50 to 60 million, are those sort of players going to want to come to Bournemouth? That's the other question. So do we have to unearth another gem? Possibly. That's going to take time for him to bed in and for him to adapt. He might have come from a lower level or a foreign league. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting summer in more ways than one, I think, because I think the expectation now is for us to kick on from here. Bill Foley's outlined his plans, he's made promises, and he's kept them up to this point. He's now said, he's gone on record to say, we're going to play European football. So the pressure is on. And if we're losing players, particularly the calibre of Dom Solanke, where do we find that replacement? And that's key for me. The players that we lose, even Lloyd Kelly, because Lloyd Kelly has got all the attributes required to be a top-class centre-half or left-back. He's got everything. He goes, he's not easy to replace. Phil Billing, we know what he's done for us over the years. Again, not easy to replace, going to cost money, potentially. So it's going to be a challenging summer. And with Simon Francis in situ now, baptism of fire, isn't it, for Simon? Richard Hughes has gone with all his contacts. Yeah. So I'll be very, very interested, and I'll be looking on to see how we manage it this summer and what we can do. Because it's a pivotal time now, pivotal period. If we want European football, then the challenge is well and truly on with what could be coming this summer. But we've enjoyed it, lads, haven't we? We've had a great season. Couldn't have asked for more, really. I think, at the start of the season, with Iriola coming in, I was very much, when O'Neill got sacked, it didn't sit right with me. I thought Gareth O'Neill deserves a chance to take us forward. He didn't get that chance. We took a risk, we took a chance, and we've got to say that it's paid off. It's paid off 100%. And to be where we are now, you have to be satisfied. As a fan, it's just about where we go from here.
Where we go from here. Thanks, Matty. All the best. Cheers, mate. And here we are with Terry. Terry, you've come quite a long way.
Yeah, from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, and I'm pretty disappointed. I don't know. Should I keep coming back? I kind of feel like a bit of a curse.
Are you it's Missouri, isn't it? St. Louis, Missouri?
Yeah.
Are you the only Bournemouth fan in Missouri, do you think? Or do you think there are more of you?
Well, yeah, pretty much for the last couple of years. But oddly, some guy, George from Bournemouth, showed up a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow, okay.
But I haven't seen him since, so I don't know. Fair weather friend.
It's growing. I think generally this season is a really good example of how a football team and our football team, Bournemouth, can kind of grow internationally. And I think there's a documentary. Did you see the documentary recently that's out this week? And it sort of charts Bill Foley and his success. So do you think there's a lot more chances now for Bournemouth to kind of break the States a bit more, maybe?
Yeah, I do think so. I mean, we know through the podcast, like Chris Edwards, Chris, you and I were kind of losers. And then we have David Cordell, and I met him in DC.
Yeah, wow.
So hopefully we can like build a group and maybe have like once a year get together for one of the games, and then we'll send you a film or something.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Amazing. How have you enjoyed your time over this time?
Yeah, pretty good, except for the trains. The trains have been a bit rough. I brought a rail pass. I'm not really getting my money's worth out of the trains, but it's been fun. I like England. Yeah, other than losing the football games, it's been fun.
Oh, even though we're losing, it's been fun. That's great. It's a good style of football, isn't it? It's being played. It's exciting.
It's exciting, yes. Yeah, not so much today. I thought Dom did really well today. He would probably be my man of the match. And I like the way Travers communicates with the back line.
Yeah.
And he'd be out there, he'd be telling them things, and I like that quite a bit too. And I think it was Cook. Like the ball went down the field and he took off at the halfway line, and he was like whoosh. And I appreciated that effort.
Brilliant. You talked about your man of the match. What about your man of the season? Who did you enjoy watching this year?
That is so tough. Like we said before, it's really hard to just pick one person, which actually is pretty good because that makes us a team.
That's very good. Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, Sarah.
All right, thank you.
Still in the QP, but this time I'm with Ollie. Ollie, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right. I'm not too upset after that one. Or we were robbed, but we'll come on to that. I think referee wasn't amazing, was he? Probably one of the worst we've had this season. But end of the day, we've broken our points record. We're fine. We could still get top half. It's all good, really.
That referee hasn't spoiled your season, has he, by any means?
Oh, God, no. Irrelevant to me. However, get him back down to the championship or make him retire immediately.
Harsh words there. But generally, you enjoyed the game. What did you think of the goals?
Yeah, Solanke should have had a hat-trick. But of course, he had those two disallowed. First disallowed goal, I'd probably argue it is maybe a handball. However, I think maybe it is a bit far back to go because I thought that was in the rules somewhere, because we've had that before where it's been a handball and it's been too far back, so they've ruled it out. So they haven't ruled it out. And then, of course, the second one, I can't see how that's a foul. However, I see in the rules where he's blown, that's just bad refereeing.
Yeah.
He's blown early, and then VAR can't check it because technically the whistle's gone and play stopped. I think, they didn't deserve to win. I think we probably did deserve the win, but at the end of the day, we got 48 points.
Yeah.
We're in 11th. I'll keep going back to it. Trying not to sound like a broken record, although something I will be happy to sound like a broken record in is the refereeing. Go back to it. Okay, going back to that. I think, as I say, something's going wrong in the process, and I think that's highlighted today. How's he being promoted from the Championship to the Premier League and then having a game like that? You see what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I think they're just pretty kind of desperate for numbers. I don't know where Dom Solanke kept finding that mask from, by the way. That was quite odd. Did you have a player of the match today?
Player of the match, that's going to go to Dom Solanke because he scored a hat-trick in my eyes.
And he got some awards after the game. I think he won three out of the 4 awards, Dom. So is he your player of the season, or is somebody else your player of the season?
So a lot of people will say Dom. I think he's had a terrific season. I think all of them deserve it, apart from maybe Randolph and Fredericks. I haven't seen them. Poor guys have got their shirts, by the way. No hate, guys, no hate. But yeah, I think Solanke is definitely in with a shout, but Semenyo has improved so much this season. And I think Zabani, of course, I'll say for the fans.
You're going all over the place now. You got to pick one. Come on. 3,
Semenyo.
2, 1. Semenyo. Okay,
Semenyo.
good, yeah. He's got a rocket of a foot, and unbelievable.
That Luton game just showed me. And then that goal against Newcastle, by the way, outstanding. Go watch it back now. I've watched it back so many times.
You heard him. Go and watch it back now. Thanks, Ollie.
Thank you very much.
I'm with Noah. Noah knows football, don't you, Noah?
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course I do.
He's the boss when it comes to it. He made a great prediction for the game. Didn't quite come true, but another game maybe. We'll try it again.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get the result against Chelsea.
I hope so. I'm hoping so. What do you think of the game today? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, apart from the referee.
You know, you're not the only person to have said that. Did you catch the goals?
Yeah.
What was your favourite goal? I know what your favourite goal was. But there was Dom had actually 2 goals, didn't he? But one got kind of ruled out. Do you think that was fair?
The handball was a bit unfair.
Yeah, it wasn't really his fault, was it?
No.
And who was your player of the game today?
Player of the match.
Yeah.
Solanke.
You like Solanke. Who was your player of the season, though? This is a harder question.
When my dad asked me, it took me like 2 seconds and I was like, Semenyo.
And you sticking with that?
Yeah.
Good. And what you been eating? A sausage roll or something?
No.
Hot dog?
Hot dog.
Is it good?
And chips.
Hot dog and chips? Your dad must have had a raise or something, splashing out the cash. I might go and have a look.
some sweets.
Brilliant. Happy days.
I will.
Right, here we are. We're still in the QP. We're outside. Bit of music. It's nice, isn't it?
It's me, I tell you what, the crowd hasn't been too good. We've been there, but I think that bloke's amazing what he's been doing. Oasis, he's been doing everything.
He don't stop, does he? He goes from one song to the next.
Really, really good.
Really good.
Proper show. The raffle, I love the way that you buy a drink, you get a raffle ticket as well. I think it's really good.
That's good, yeah, definitely.
What the QP do as well.
Yeah,
really
get down
good.
the QP more of you. Come on, we need to
quality.
get this place jumping, don't we?
Really good,
Absolutely.
really
What do you think of the game today?
Well, it had the feeling of, let's be honest, it was end of season.
Yeah.
I think a draw would be a fair result, let's be honest. I think everyone thinks
Yeah.
that as well. But if you're going to lose, so I went to my missus' dad, he went off because he had to go back. But I think he said it in the best way. This is a good defeat because, let's be honest, if we lost today, we wouldn't, if we won rather, we wouldn't have felt much different than we did today. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Even though we want to get top half, it doesn't really mean much, does it? Let's be honest.
No.
I'd like to get to 50 points. That's what did annoy me a little bit because obviously we won today, we get to 51 points, but it's one of those things. But what's good as well, this is what I love about it. He's had a few drinks as well. Honestly, it's good knowing that. Definitely, I've had more than you, but. No, he has. Make sure this goes on YouTube as well because I don't care what I know. This is good. But all I say, this is what it's all about. Like, best ever points total. Live music, lovely weather, Bournemouth fans in harmony. This is what it's all about. It's lovely, and honestly, it's really meant. I watch you guys all the time as well.
I appreciate
I
that.
bet you also on probably the forums as well. You probably. I don't comment on it because I think there's people. I'll be honest with you. Comment just try to wind people up. But I watch a lot of it. But I just think. We've got to be happy with what we've got with it. Really happy. Like, who knows what's going to happen next season? Don might go. Think it's probably likely. But think what Cliver we bought him for what? About 10 million or so, or around it. He's worth about 30 now. Semenyo's unbelievable. So Barnier, fuck me, he's got to be worth about 40, I reckon, at the moment. We're doing fucking amazing at the moment. It's a lot of positive things to look for. I think we probably should, in my opinion, even though I want to keep Dom, I think we probably should sell Dom because the model of our club, like Brighton, you sell when they're stocking at the highest. So I think we should sell him personally at the moment. But we'll see. But just listen to this. This is what's it is, isn't it?
It is.
Amazing. It's so good. And this bloke is quality. Tell you what, I ain't gay, but if I was.
Up the chairs, as they say.
Up the chairs. Up the fucking cherries. Here we fucking go.
Gentlemen, I've just caught you two putting on a hell of a show out the back there. You played a bit of football?
Yeah.
We got a little goal at the back here of the QP, haven't we? With a little play area for children.
No, he's the other way round.
Oh, do you know what?
He kept handballing it.
If you were playing in that game today and you were playing like that, you both would have got a red card from that referee. But I would only give you a yellow.
It was him. He was kicking me from behind. I'm actually going to slide tackle the referee.
You were upset with the referee today, Logan. Why?
Because he just kept giving away random free kicks and that.
Yeah, it was a bit odd, wasn't it?
I kept diving.
Well, let's talk about the positive things about the games then. So, who was the best player today for Bournemouth? It's hard because there's a lot. Alex Scott.
He came on and did well.
He did come on and do
He's
well.
got magic feet. I don't know how.
He has got magic feet. Dom. He's had a great season, Dom, hasn't he? He won. Scored a really good goal. And he's won a lot of awards. Do you think that Dom Solanke is our player of the season?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Who comes second for you boys? Who's going to second? Savani.
No doubt. Savani. Dango.
Who did you say?
Dango.
Dango. Well, Tara. Is he a left back or is he a left midfielder?
Left back, left midfielder, and
he can do everything.
I think left back. He's left back.
Left back.
Very left back. Probably the best play for him would be CDM.
CDM. He can try it. Brilliant, boys. Thanks ever so much. Up the Cherries.
Up the Cherries.
I'm here with James. He's got a t-shirt. He got a shirt from the off the back at the end, and you were ready with a flag, weren't you? Did you enjoy the game today?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And do you think we're going to do even better next season?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Europe, baby. Music's still going. Everyone's still having a great time. This shirt, where'd you get that shirt from?
Well, they were all on our seat today, weren't they? Courtesy of the legend that is Bill Foley.
Yeah.
He came in the pub today, showed his face, run us all over in his Land Rover.
Oh, okay, but he had a big car, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he come in with some heavies as well?
Yeah. A couple of big lads backing him up, you know, like you do.
It's quite weird, isn't it? Las Vegas coming to Las Vegas.
Well, I've got a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear this in Las Vegas when I go to Las Vegas next year.
Yeah.
I'll tag you all in the podcast.
Hey,
when I'm on the gambling tables.
That'd be fantastic. What do you think of the game today?
The referee was shocking again. You know, like it's always the same decisions, isn't it? Like little clubs suffer. The referee shouldn't even been in that game today. He's terrible.
They wouldn't have let that referee Man United Chelsea, would they?
Yeah. How many games do you go to where they give a decision and then they go to VAR and the VAR overrules the referee and says that's the wrong decision and he overrules his own decision?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Absolute shocking. It shouldn't happen. We should just scrap VAR because it's not fit for purpose, I feel.
Yeah, it hasn't improved the game, has it really?
It's just ruined it for all the fans. It's terrible. We're all fans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I take my lad all the time.
Yeah.
We go together, but it's just terrible. I was at Arsenal last week and, you know, you're on the other end of another one and then today they do that again today. It's like shocking.
You've been at quite a lot of games this season. Have you got a game this season that kind of sticks out in your mind? You think, do you know what? I'm not going to forget that one. That is a game that's kind of going to remind me of this year.
It's obviously Luton at home, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like crazy. I said to him, well, he said to me, and vice versa. I was like, come on, we're going. My rule is 3-0. At 3-0, you're going home. And he was like, come on, Dad.
I said to him, we should stay for 10 minutes. If we score, we stay for the whole thing. And what happened? We scored 4.
You know your stuff, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If it had been up to me, I'd have gone home.
Yeah.
I'd have been.
I know someone here tonight. I spoke to him earlier, Matty, and I think he left.
Yeah.
He left at 3.
I'd have left. 100%. It was only because of him. He said stay.
Yeah.
And, like,
The saviour. I'm the saviour.
So where do we go from here then, fellas? I mean, you know, it's sky's the limit. It feels like. You're a bit high. Where do we go?
I reckon. Like Bill's putting his money where his mouth is, you know. You can only appreciate that, you know. Like as a football fan, they come in and they say we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But at the end of the day, money is where your mouth is, and he's doing it. You know, he's in with the fans.
Yeah.
He's giving his all. He's saying what he's going to do and he's backing it up. And I reckon next season, maybe we're going to go European tour.
Taking us there. Come on, boys, I believe.
Sign him up for another 10 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were singing that today.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much, fellas. That was absolutely brilliant.
Cheers, thank you.
Smashing.
Cheers.
Hey, look who it is. I've been looking for you everywhere. Everyone's with you. You're so elusive.
Just mingling, Tiggs, just mingling. I mean, it's about 9 p.m. now.
It's really late. It's getting later.
Yeah, no, it's nice, isn't it? Nice atmosphere.
Yeah, really, really good. Now, mate, I've got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
We could have maybe got a draw out of that game today.
Yeah.
But we didn't. So that's a question of kind of, you know, what you want really from your football. What do you feel about today's game?
Yeah, well, I think I'd be being hypocritical if I would say, oh, we should have, when we got the equaliser, we could have easily just seen out for a good point in a game that we were losing. But the way I talk, and a lot of fans talk about Iraola and the way we play, then I think, yeah, you know what, we haven't got that much to play for. We went for it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we got the equaliser, you could have got whatever point, but let's just have a go. And then they scored because they broke.
Yeah.
And we ed everyone up the pitch. I think we were virtually better with Zabani on his own. But I like that about Iraola. Occasionally you're going to get caught. Credit to Brentford because they brought on Visser, they had a Buemo, and they had pace on the break. So it hurt us for their winners. But yeah, I like that we play like that. I really do. But teams are going to look at that, and I think as much as he's not my most liked manager, I think Frank played that quite well. That he looked at it and went, Bournemouth started to get a bit more control now, because I felt first half they were better than us. The second half we got more control, and then he went, right, let's play counter then.
Yeah.
And I thought he done it quite well actually. I think a draw probably would have been a fair reflection of the game, because I thought they were the better team first half and we grew into it.
Yeah.
But the first 15-20 minutes they were miles better than us. They were miles better than Brighton. I thought this Brentford team are a lot better than I thought. But they never looked, a bit like we said about Brighton, they looked a little bit toothless, like they didn't look like they were going to score. I know Travis stretched for a few, but it wasn't like he had to make worldies. But I thought it was quite a good game for two teams that got nothing to play for.
Yeah.
I thought both teams showed that they really wanted to try and win it, which was nice. Obviously, listen, the ref was horrific. And I said to you, didn't I said, I hate it when you lose because it looks like you make an excuse. And to any Brentford fans, I'm not saying that's why we lost. I think Brentford were good today. And I think, yeah, maybe a draw, but they weren't the reason we lost. But that ref for his first Premier League game, I thought he really struggled to get control. And it was one of them that as soon as he made a bad decision, he followed up with another bad decision, and the fact that he's had to correct his own mistake by going to the screen was not very good for him. But I enjoyed the day, I enjoyed the game, but I don't know what it was really. I just felt they seemed to have a bit more zip about them, particularly in the first half. And then, yeah, I thought both teams didn't look good enough in and around the box, but they benefited from us having a proper go.
Yeah.
And putting Unal on and putting two up top. But there was good performances. I was saying, I don't think they sent a player man of the match. I think I would have gone Christie or Cook. I thought they grew into it really well in the midfield, and I thought we took Christie off too early. I don't know if he was carrying anything, and I know it doesn't matter, but I thought we lost a little bit when Christie went off. I think Kelly done all right for the majority, but I thought it's weirdly took a bit from. It's almost like when Dango goes higher, he feels this weight of responsibility, because he's been brilliant at fullback. But first half he was pinned back and he couldn't really get into the game. Great to see Tav, great to see Adams, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a shame because I think we needed to win today to be top half.
Yeah.
But I think we'll probably finish 11th, 12th now. But we could beat Chelsea. I mean, time recorded, I think they're drawing, so 1-1 at the moment. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But looking forward to the last game. We've had a good season. I just loved at the end just singing to Iraola and him loving it. All the players seemed to love it, and it was great. And yeah, it was a really nice atmosphere in there today, even though we lost. So been a great season. Apparently we couldn't get any better. There was no way we could get better, but we are better. And I'm buzzing for next season already.
Absolutely, and just very, very quickly, I mean, Zavani got the player of the season as voted for by Bournemouth fans. I don't know if we're going to do a back of the net player of the season, have a little debate over that. We might put a video out about that, but your initial thoughts right now, who was your player of the season? Yeah,
it surprised me, not in a bad way, because Zavani's at the right.
Quality, isn't he?
And we were saying of the week, we done like a poll, and I was saying, I reckon Dom's favourite, he won all the others, didn't he? The Junior Cherries, the Players Player, the Mickey Cave. He could win it. I think Christie could have won it. Cook could have won it. Semenyo could have. There was loads of players, and Zavani was in that bracket. But it did surprise me that he got it. But credit to him. I personally went for Christie, and I went for Christie just because, in my opinion, he was a backup right winger, and he's turned into one of the best centre midfield players in the league.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best centre midfield players outside of the big boys.
Wow.
Like honestly, what he does is incredible, and it'd be really interesting to see Scotland in the Euros if they deploy him a bit deeper now, because they've seen what he's done at Bournemouth. I just think it's like we signed someone for 50 million. And it's Ryan Christie so I think he deserves credit for that. So I feel a bit for him that he didn't get any award, but I think he knows the love he's got now. But yeah, I was pleased with Zabs, because Zabs looks really happy here, doesn't he? Looks really happy here, and hopefully he stays for a few more seasons. because we got a few like that. But
no, I like Christie. Christie, good shout. I mean, he plays on the left, he plays on the right, and he makes the previous player look a bit rubbish.
He does actually. No, I agree with that. And hopefully now our season's over, but hopefully West Brom, Norwich, hopefully they just see it through now. Yeah, see it through now. But no, enjoyed it, mate.
Up the chairs. Right, we're still the Cupid. What are you drinking?
Cider.
Cider. You're a cider guy?
No, not normally a Guinness.
Guinness. I'm a Guinness guy.
I'm diabetic, so I shouldn't really be drinking it.
Oh, dear.
Fuck it, I've had such a bad day. I thought, here we go.
Has it not been great? You didn't enjoy today?
Right, it's corrupt. I even went to the stewards today. I went, like, what's going on? Right, with the lino and the ref and everything.
Yeah.
So I go over there and I was like this. I was like, I said, here. There's 20 quid, go and give that to Lino. And he went, I can't do that. I said, oh shit, okay. Go and give him another tenner then. Or something. Just give him that money and I was going to throw it on the pitch.
You ain't got a wallet though, you got a cash machine. What's that?
I know. But they were just taking the piss.
Yeah,
taking the piss.
It was it weren't a great game for officiating, was it? See, but is this a problem, right? Because I'm trying to be sort of a bit level about it. That fella, that's his first Premier League game. And
hopefully it's his last.
And he's one of the best.
No way.
That they could pick from.
Is that what they said?
Well, that's what they're saying. I mean, he's worked his way up. He's got there. But so what does that say about the referees?
I would have
available?
preferred to have the lady ref.
Yeah.
That was shit before. Why do they all come to Bournemouth?
Well, that's it. And that's nothing.
They always do it to Bournemouth, don't they?
Well, they wouldn't be. I've said this before, but they wouldn't be allowed to be the referee for Chelsea versus Man United.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Man City earlier in the day, is it? That's not going to happen.
Absolutely not.
Every game we get them.
Let's get something positive though. Good season.
Very good season. We should have won today.
Yeah, we probably should.
We should have won today. We were all over them. I hate Brentford. Do you mean Brentford away?
Yeah, I've been to Brentford away.
Oh, the stewards are arseholes, aren't they? They're on your case all the time, aren't they? Kicking you out. My son-in-law we all went there, and they go, can I look in your wallet? Let me see your wallet. I'm like, what's that all about? Yeah.
Maybe they've heard about your wallet.
Yeah. No, it wasn't mine, it was his. Yeah. But it's like, you can't go in a wallet, can you?
No, you can't. So they did some awards at the end of the game. I don't know if you hung about for that bit, but Dom Solanke pretty much swept the boards. Zabani got one as well. What about you? Who do you think player of the season? Who's
Dom Solanke got to be in it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
How are you going to feel if he goes?
Do you think he will?
I do, yeah. I personally,
Really?
yeah, I think he might. Yeah.
I don't think he will.
I think we'll keep him.
Yeah.
I hope you're right and I'm wrong.
The reason I think we're going to keep him, where's he going to go?
Yeah. I think maybe Tottenham. Tottenham's my inkling.
Right, that's it.
I'll have to go.